Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're delving into some fantastic expressions and idioms from the English radio show, Power English. So grab your notebooks, hit that subscribe button, and let's dive right in. Our first idiom is, feel like a new person. Now, when we say we feel like a new person, we mean experiencing a positive transformation in our mood or overall well-being. Just think about it, that amazing massage and refreshing cold plunge. You know the feeling. That massage was amazing, and the cold plunge was refreshing. I bet you feel like a new man. Moving on to, on the go. This one's for all of you hustlers out there. On the go means being in constant motion or activity, always busy and engaged in various tasks. My sister is always on the go, so it's hard to get her to meet for lunch. Her job requires her to be on the go all day, visiting different locations. Let's talk about staring someone right in the face. This phrase means that something is obvious after overlooking it. It's like when you finally see what's been in front of you the whole time. I heard you figured out the code. How did you do it? The answer was staring me right in the face. Look. And now, the funny thing is, this expression introduces surprising or ironic aspects in a conversational way. It's all about those unexpected or amusing details. The funny thing is, my son has the same English teacher I had 25 years ago. She insisted she didn't like chocolate, but the funny thing is, I saw her buying a chocolate bar yesterday. And there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this breakdown. Until next time, keep learning and exploring the beauty of the English language.
Word.
It is that time of the month.
Oh, what time? Bills? We have to pay our bills?
Oh, yeah. This is the day when we have to pay all of our bills.
Oh, no.
It's the end of the month. Yes.
Yes, it is.
Hopefully you don't have a lot of bills.
A lot of bills?
Yeah.
Hopefully your electricity and your gas bill and your water bill and your internet bill and your phone bill. And we have too many bills.
We have a lot of bills. And let me tell you something. My mother, ever since my mother came to live with me, she watches the TV all day, keeps the TV on all day. My electric bill is quite high.
Does the TV take up a lot of electricity?
I don't know if it's just the TV, but I think it's other things too. Light and TV and to have someone there all day.
Yeah.
Right, in the winter.
Oh, and then, you have heating.
Heating pads. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, hopefully you can all pay your bills and have something left over. Yeah.
Definitely. We hope everyone has that much money.
A little extra. Okay. We are hiking in autumn. It is our last dialogue for this month. I feel like a new person.
Do you?
No. I feel like an old person.
Oh, no.
Actually, I am an old person.
Oh,
no.
Well, I think we are all getting older.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, interesting. This pattern, this phrase, to feel like a new person. Do you feel like a baby?
I know. Are you reborn?
No, you're not a baby. It kind of means you feel refreshed. You're renewed. Maybe something you felt bad, and now you feel so good.
Right. Okay. And if you do something on the go.
This means that you're doing it while you're moving. So it's often something where you're not stopping to concentrate only on that activity. You're doing that activity while walking, while moving, while heading somewhere else.
Okay. And finally, staring someone right in the face. Well, you better be careful when you do that.
Yeah. So if a person's staring you right in the face, they're looking right at you. But things like problems can be staring you in the face.
Oh, so not just a person.
Right. And it means it's obvious. It's right there in front of you.
Got it. That's how it's used. All right, let's go ahead and listen to our power dialogue.
I feel like a new person after that hike.
Well, we spent most of our time back in the city on the go, all day, every day.
The funny thing is, I was considering going to an expensive therapist in the middle of downtown.
You changed your mind?
Yeah. Think about the irony of trying to solve all your problems related to life in the city by paying to talk to someone in the middle of the city.
And the solution was staring you right in the face. Nature. So Marcel says, I feel like a new person after that hike. So taking a really nice hike somewhere, and I think like a hike that is pretty substantial, meaning not just like a local, like 30-minute hike, but like a hike up the mountain, like a day hike, can really make you feel like a new person.
Right, it can. There's a sense of accomplishment, and you just feel often refreshed or relaxed. Sometimes.
And maybe you found some answers to your problems.
Yeah, maybe you saw something very beautiful scenery, and it just gave you that healing, right?
Yes.
Kind of like that therapeutic feeling, like you went through therapy.
Right,
Yeah.
I agree. So I think it's one of those things where you have to do something that's kind of like a highlight to make you feel like a new person. Like I went to this brand new coffee shop down the street and I feel like a new person.
That would be an amazing cup of coffee. Let me tell you.
Okay, maybe it was, yeah.
Sometimes I would use this, for example, you know when you go on an international flight?
Yes.
And you can't shower and you can't really brush your teeth well.
Oh, yeah.
And you just feel really gross by the end of the flight.
Right.
Then you get to your hotel and you get to take that first shower.
Oh, my gosh.
After that really long, gross flight. I always feel like a new person.
Really?
I'm clean.
Yeah.
Finally. And I can relax.
Yeah. That's how I felt when I went to Mongolia. We were in a tent. We slept in tent for 2 days. Didn't shower for like 3 days. Then we finally went to like a gur, and they had these, like shower facilities, and we took like a shower after 3 days, and we felt incredibly like a new person.
And like a new person, yeah.
All right, Deidre says, well, we spend most of our time back in the city, on the go, all day, every day. And I think everyone can understand that when we live in the city, we are on the go. I think especially more for Korean people. They are constantly on the go.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think big cities in general, most of the time people are on the go. And that expression means that you're constantly moving. There's constantly an activity going on.
Yeah.
There's something that you can't stay in one place and relax. You're moving to the next part of your schedule.
Yeah.
Because you've got something to do. Let's go. We're on the go.
On the go. And I must say, culturally in America, a lot of people eat in their cars.
Eating on the go.
On the go.
Can mean you're eating while you're driving.
Right.
Or eating while you're walking.
Walking.
Honestly, I do that sometimes.
Actually, a lot of Americans do.
Yeah, like even here in Korea, I'll grab a sandwich.
Yeah. And you'll eat it on the go.
I'll walk to my next job.
But I think that someone told me that Koreans don't usually do that.
Oh,
to
no.
eat. No, right?
Unless it's like, I don't know, like a bungeoppang.
Yeah.
like a snack.
Like a cookie, yeah.
Like outside
but not a hamburger.
at like a festival or something.
Yeah.
Not like their everyday meal.
Yeah. Let's continue.
The funny thing is, I was considering going to an expensive therapist in the middle of downtown.
Now, when we hear the word funny, we think, ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha.
But here the pattern is, the funny thing is there something ha ha ha, or is there another meaning?
In this case, not. It's more like saying it's ironic. Something kind of like a coincidence. Like, I was going to go to a therapist, but I don't need to because I came hiking. Oh, that's funny. We're not actually talking about funny.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like, I found my solution in a different place than I thought.
Right. It's unexpected. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the funny thing is, how ironic.
Yeah.
You know, I was looking for a therapist, and now I'm okay. I feel better, like a new person. And Deidre says, you changed your mind?
Yeah. Marcel says, yeah, think about the irony of trying to solve all your problems related to life in the city by paying to talk to someone in the middle of the city.
Okay, now we have to look at the sentence again.
Yeah.
All right, first of all, irony is the word, and we've just used that vocabulary word. What is irony?
So, I mean, in Korean, I do hear people say, like, irony, right?
Irony, right. That is true.
And it means that your expectation of what would happen and how you actually got it, it's kind of backward.
Yeah, right.
You thought one way,
and then it's like another.
The situation went another way, but it worked the way you wanted or not wanted.
Yes.
It's kind of like your expectations and reality not matching.
Yes.
In a very funny way. To use the word funny back
That's
again.
Right. That's
to use the word. It's like, I was stressed about the city, so I was trying to talk to someone who lives in the city.
Right.
That's a little dumb.
That's kind of strange.
You know.
Why do I do that? Right. It's kind of leaves like a little bit of a question mark.
Yes.
Huh? Okay. And Deidre says, and the solution was staring you right in the face. Nature.
Yes.
So the solution was not the therapist in the city, but nature.
Yeah.
And nature was staring you, or the solution was staring you right in the face.
Right.
So what does this mean?
So we're not talking about a person looking at you. Here, when we say the solution was staring you right in the face, means it was an obvious solution. It was right in front of you, and maybe you weren't looking at, maybe you didn't notice. But after you realize, you're like, of course.
Of course, now I see.
Exactly. It was staring me right in the face.
Yeah.
It was so obvious. Why didn't I see it?
That's right. Nature is really, truly our healer, isn't it?
Yeah. Sometimes it...
Sometimes. It can give you lots of mosquito bites.
Storms and earthquakes and mosquitoes. Yeah, sometimes it's a little dangerous.
It could be our enemy, but it could be a best friend.
Yes.
Okay, let's go ahead and listen to that one more time.
I feel like a new person after that hike.
Well, we spent most of our time back in the city on the go, all day, every day.
The funny thing is, I was considering going to an expensive therapist in the middle of downtown.
You changed your mind?
Yeah. Think about the irony of trying to solve all your problems related to life in the city by paying to talk to someone in the middle of the city.
And the solution was staring you right in the face. Nature.
Okay, it's time for Power Note. We're on pages 160 and 61. If you feel like a new person, it means that, you weren't feeling so well, but now you're feeling very in good spirits.
Yeah.
You feel refreshed.
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. That massage was amazing, and the cold plunge was refreshing.
I bet you feel like a new man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. New man, new woman, new person.
When you get a massage.
Oh, my goodness.
So nice.
It really, and you know when you fall asleep slightly for like 5 minutes during a massage? Have you ever done that?
No.
Oh, it is the best.
Really?
Oh my gosh. Cameron, it's like you sleep for maybe 2-3 minutes, maybe 5, maybe even 10, and then you wake up and you're like,
really?
It's like, good morning.
I've gotten quite a few massages. I've never fallen asleep. But I always get the painful massage. I don't like the oil massage, the relaxing. I like it to hurt a little bit.
Yes, I understand.
So it's hard for me to
fall asleep.
But I do feel like a new man.
You feel like a new man.
Person.
Okay. After her makeover, Savannah felt like a new woman. A makeover is when you get a new haircut. Maybe you get some new clothes.
Yeah. New makeup. Like someone does your makeup
Someone
for you.
does your makeup. You can feel like a new person.
Yeah. I mean, I think, for example, filmings that I've done where they do your hair and makeup, but they also give you clothes.
Yeah.
I just feel like a completely new person.
Oh, all the time.
Like, it's so wonderful to have someone make you look good.
That's one of the things why I love doing TV at EBS. They just make you a new person.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you do also feel like a new person.
Yes.
Especially, I think for women, when you when you get makeup done by a professional, it really does make you feel like a new person. You're like, wow, I'm actually kind of pretty.
You have so much more energy.
Right.
Yeah.
Confidence.
Both of the ones, we talked about here are kind of physical with your looks and massage.
Right.
But, for example, let's say you have a really stressful job.
Yeah.
And you quit your job.
Oh.
And now you're like stress-free.
Oh.
I feel like a new person.
New person.
My outlook on life is so much better now. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, if you've been working all your life and you're retired and you have all this time, you could feel like a new person.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you do something on the go, it means that you are constantly moving.
Yeah.
Right? Martin, you are always on the go. It's not good for your health.
Maybe not, but it's good for my bank account.
Meaning, I make a lot of money.
Make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know some people, it's just go, 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 go.
Yeah.
They're always on the go with work.
I feel like I'm always on the go.
You are, to be honest, you are.
I am. Because when I go to work, I'm on the go, obviously, because I'm working. But then when I come home, it's like the on the go continues.
Yeah.
Laundry, do this and do that, and, cooking, and I'm just always on the go.
I don't know how you do it.
I don't either. Okay. My sister is always on the go, so it's hard to get her to meet for lunch.
Yeah.
So we've talked about, being busy as on the go. What other examples are there?
Well, you said we can eat on the go.
Okay.
So this is often used whenever you're doing another activity while moving.
Right.
So maybe if you're doing your work on the go, maybe that means you're in a taxi.
Yeah.
Writing emails.
Totally.
Right?
Right. That's me sometimes. And so then when my son interrupts, I get very irritated. I'm like, I'm working.
Yeah.
Leave me alone for just 2 minutes.
Yes.
Yes. You could do that on the go.
So this is not just, if you're on vacation
Yeah.
and you're traveling a lot,
And you're active.
I wouldn't necessarily call this on the go.
No.
It's more about I'm working or I'm doing something. I've got to go to an event and there's, it can still be social things, but it feels like you're in whatever city you're in doing obligations.
Right.
Constantly working.
Right. It doesn't feel like you want to, but you have to do what you got to do.
Unless you're like a workaholic.
Okay.
It's just like constantly, I gotta work, I gotta work.
But again, it is related to work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most often.
If something is staring someone right in the face, it means that it's very obvious.
Yes.
And you don't see it.
Yeah, you probably don't see it at first, but after you realize, you're like, oh my gosh, it's
wow.
so obvious.
Yes. All right, I heard you figured out the code. How did you do it?
The answer was staring me right in the face. Look.
I didn't see it
I didn't know.
before, but then it was always there,
Yes.
and now I know. The solution to the mystery was staring the detective right in the face.
Yeah.
They were looking for all of these other clues and everything, but the answer was right there.
It was so obvious.
Right.
Don't you, I kind of love those movies and books where, they already give you the answer at the beginning.
Yeah.
But you don't realize you already know the answer.
Right.
And then at the end, they're like, oh, it was
this person.
all along.
Right, right. So if something is staring you right in the face, it means that maybe you didn't see it, but it's there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Our power pattern today is, the funny thing is, and it's not like you're going to tell a joke.
No.
It just means what?
It's like an irony or a coincidence.
Okay. The funny thing is, we don't usually shop at this grocery store.
But we shopped here today and we saw you.
I know.
The funny thing is, my son has the same English teacher I had 25 years ago.
What a coincidence.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Do check out the Power Vocabulary Irony on page 162, and let's thank our sponsor.
한국토익위원회에서 취업과 승진을 위한 토익 스피킹